Right now, while millions of people are scrolling endlessly through social media, something much bigger is happening behind the scenes. Ordinary people, from small bedrooms, tiny apartments, and simple home offices, are quietly building businesses entirely from the internet, without physical stores, without massive capital, and sometimes without employees at all. And just a few years ago, most people would never believe this was possible, because success used to follow a traditional formula: go to school, find a stable job, work for decades, and slowly build a career. But the internet changed the rules, and the people who understand that shift early may have one of the biggest advantages of the modern era.
This is Netpreneur Lab, breaking down digital business and modern internet opportunities. Because the world today is moving through one of the biggest economic transformations in modern history, and most people still don't fully realize it yet. The internet is no longer just a place for entertainment. It is becoming an entirely new economic system, a place where skills, creativity, attention, and digital leverage are creating opportunities that never existed before. In the past, building a business usually required massive capital, physical locations, employees, inventory, and years of complicated setup. But today, someone with internet access and valuable skills can build income from almost anywhere in the world. And what makes this even more powerful is that many of the biggest online opportunities are still early, because the digital economy continues growing every single year. New platforms appear, AI keeps changing industries, remote work keeps expanding, creator businesses continue growing, and the internet itself keeps accelerating faster than ever before.
In this video, we're going to explore why digital business is becoming the future, why modern opportunities are shifting toward the internet, why traditional systems are slowly changing, and why the people who learn digital skills early may gain enormous advantages in the years ahead. Because whether we realize it or not, the world is already changing, and the internet is sitting at the center of that transformation. If we look carefully at modern life today, almost everything is slowly moving toward the internet. People communicate online, shop online, learn online, watch entertainment online, build audiences online, and increasingly, people are now building entire careers online. The internet changed human behavior completely, and wherever human behavior changes, business eventually follows. That's why companies today invest heavily in digital systems, online marketing, social media, AI automation, and content platforms, because attention itself has moved online. 20 years ago, most businesses still depended heavily on physical systems, newspapers, television, and local infrastructure. But now, human attention lives inside smartphones, and businesses go wherever attention exists. This is exactly why digital business continues growing rapidly, because modern consumers spend enormous amounts of time online every single day, and this creates opportunities previous generations never had. A teenager with editing skills can work with international clients. A creator with only a smartphone can build a global audience. A freelancer can work remotely for companies in other countries, and a small digital product can be sold infinitely online, all because the internet removed traditional barriers that once limited opportunity. One of the biggest reasons digital business is becoming the future is scalability. Traditional businesses are often limited by geography. A physical store serves one location, a local business depends on local traffic, and expansion usually requires more employees, more operational costs, and more physical infrastructure. But online, those limitations begin disappearing. One website can reach people globally. One YouTube video can generate views for years. One digital product can be sold repeatedly, and one audience can create multiple income streams. And this creates something extremely powerful: leverage. The internet allows small creators, small entrepreneurs, and even individuals to produce results that once required massive organizations. And this changes modern business forever. Because today, one person with strong digital leverage can outperform traditional companies with huge budgets. And the most interesting part is, this transformation is still growing. AI tools increase productivity.
Automation reduces costs. Content platforms distribute attention globally, and remote work allows businesses to hire talent internationally. The internet created a world where small teams can move incredibly fast. One of the biggest shifts of the internet era is that attention itself became valuable. In previous generations, business power often came from physical resources like factories, buildings, distribution systems, and large infrastructure. But today, attention may be even more valuable because attention controls visibility, and visibility controls opportunity. That's why creators, brands, and companies compete aggressively for online attention every single day. Because wherever people focus their time, money eventually follows. This explains why content creation became such a massive industry, because content controls attention, and attention creates leverage. A creator with audience trust can launch products. A business with attention can scale faster, and a personal brand with loyal followers becomes extremely valuable. And this completely changes the relationship between individuals and business, because now almost anyone with internet access can create media, build audiences, and compete for visibility globally.
As the internet economy grows, digital skills become increasingly valuable. Because modern businesses now rely heavily on online systems, they need content, branding, websites, videos, communication, marketing, online visibility, and digital strategy. And this creates enormous demand for people with digital abilities. In previous generations, many jobs depended heavily on physical presence. But today, many skills can be performed remotely, and that changes opportunity completely. Someone with editing skills can work internationally. A designer can build clients online. A writer can create digital products, and a creator can monetize audience attention. And AI is accelerating this transformation even further because AI increases productivity. But human creativity, communication, storytelling, and trust still remain incredibly valuable, which means people who combine digital skills with adaptability may become extremely powerful in the modern economy. Despite all these opportunities, most people still never build anything online, and one major reason is distraction. The internet gives people unlimited entertainment, unlimited scrolling, unlimited stimulation, and many people spend years consuming content without ever creating anything for themselves. This creates a dangerous gap, because while some people use the internet only for entertainment, others use it to build leverage, to learn skills, create businesses, build audiences, and create systems that continue generating opportunities over time. One person spends years consuming, another spends years building, and eventually, the difference becomes impossible to ignore. This is why modern digital success often depends less on access and more on focus, because opportunity today is almost everywhere, but disciplined execution is still rare. One reason many people are attracted to digital business is flexibility. Traditional systems often require fixed schedules, fixed locations, and limited freedom. But online business creates different possibilities: remote work, flexible schedules, global audiences, independent income, and scalable systems. And while digital business is not easy, it gives people more control over how they build their future. This is why younger generations are increasingly attracted to internet-based careers, because the internet opened possibilities previous generations never had. And although digital business still requires effort, discipline, and patience, the leverage potential is enormous. One piece of content can continue working for years. One digital product can continue selling, and one audience can continue generating opportunities long after the original work is created. And maybe now you can understand why digital business is becoming the future. It's not only about technology, it's about a complete shift in how humans build careers, income, and opportunity. The internet changed the speed of communication, the speed of learning, and the speed of business itself. And the people who understand these systems early may gain enormous advantages in the years ahead. Because while many people still see the internet only as entertainment, others are quietly using it to completely transform their future. If you want to learn more about digital business, creator economy, and modern internet opportunities, subscribe to Netpreneur Lab, because here we break down the future of the digital world step by step. And comment below, what digital skill do you think will become the most valuable in the future? The internet can become endless distraction or one of the greatest opportunities of your life. The difference depends on whether you choose to consume or build. This is Netpreneur Lab, where you learn digital skills, build online income, and create your future. See you in the next video.